different communities in this community forever. And Richard's, you know, a pretty high up guy at the company and probably has a say in some decision making on what he wants. Obviously, Chris has the ultimate decision making, I imagine, but he says, me too, to conflict, but I also want areas where people can feel safe. So let's do both. I can't feel any more in agreement with that there is so much conversation around Star Citizen is open world PvP no matter where you are, and I just, for me, the way they built the game, it cannot be that way. The way they funded the game, the type of people that are in this community, you cannot do that. Everybody's 45-year-old plus. Look at the people that were at Citizencon, right? That is your demographic. They're not hardcore PvPers. This can't be exclusively that.
Oh wait, no, sorry, that's your video.
I guess Jared's talking, so I think they're saying he's on, but he's not on yet. I'll pop back and forth as well every once in a while. I'll take a peek, but the you know, the average age is up there.
I'm in agreement with you. Well, also I think Eve is a very good example of them doing this and trying to figure out how it works for everybody.
Yeah.
And Eve does have a very good security system in high sec. You can kill people in high sec, but it's got to be a highly coordinated, highly planned out attack. And most people can fly around in high sec for months, you know, without having to worry about actually getting attacked by somebody there. So I think they have a good balance in Eve. And I think if CIG can kind of look at what they did, maybe not copy it exactly, but learn some lessons from them, that it'll be fine. So you have Stanton, as long as the police in Stanton can respond really quickly, and as long as their weapons and combat abilities of the AI are enough to thwart even some of the best pilots, then you've got an okay system. If the UEE flies in and, like, you know, you got 3 people in F-8Cs taking down an entire fleet of AIs, then that's not good. You need really good AI protection. So yeah, I think eventually we'll probably have to see them make a couple of little cheats, which would be like stations maybe having big beam weapons or missile turrets that can almost not be avoided. So if you start messing around near stations, you get insta-gibbed by the station.
I want to see
and
that.
Then possibly some of the UEE fleet, if your crime rating gets up to like level 5, maybe an Idris shows up and just like railguns you out of the sky, you know, or something like that. That would be exciting, and I think there's a lot of ways they can help reduce PvP in areas that are supposed to be more policed and more secure.
Yeah.
But they should never make a hard and fast rule that, like, you can never try and get somebody in a place. They should just really work on balancing it where it's super difficult to do, and you better be willing to take the risk to try and do it. You know, there should always be a little element of risk. I don't want people to, like, kind of hands off, watch a podcast while they play and never have to worry about being attacked. Like, there should be an element of risk.
Only slightly. Okay. Yes, believe it or not. Just because, again, looking at the community and what they built so far, and what a lot of players want is they do like ship meetups, and it's just, they're not even playing the game, right? They're just living in this world, and there needs to be one. I think Terra is just kind of the place where, like, if you jump through the jump gate, you're immediately told to shut your weapons off, and like no ship weapons on and things like that. And then players are able to just kind of do their thing or hit. I don't know how far I would want to take it. Just so you know, like, you and I are very much in agreement. But I feel like just because of some of the things that have happened over the years in Star Citizen up to this point, that there needs to be just like one place that is just the WoW city that people hang out in.
The newbie training ground type area.
Newbie training ground, or the bank. Like, if, again, I was an Ultima Online player, so like Brit Bank back in the day, where everybody just stood there and spammed, you know, selling stuff and showed off their cool dragons or whatever, right?
Yeah.
It was a place you could go AFK. Somebody needs to be able to go AFK and not have to look over their shoulder, you know?
Fair enough.
Just one place.
So if you follow Eve kind of high sec killing, it's usually like trying to take out a cargo ship that's hauling something really valuable, and it's like a coordinated assault to get that stuff because the risk is worth the reward.
Yeah.
There's very little. Well, okay, I don't want to say this because I haven't played Eve in a long time, so I might be wrong, but at least when I was playing, there was not